What's going on, everybody? It's Azazel, and I got some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay for you today, breaking it up a little bit, kind of mixing some other stuff in there with the AW. I want to talk about something pretty serious, so the gameplay really isn't all that fucking important. So, recently, and this is local, this is something that's been happening around my area, where I live, I've been seeing some Facebook posts, and I see these sometimes go viral across the entire United States, so I know how quick it can happen. The topic of this conversation, you could say, is not really understanding the true power of social media, and I've kind of talked about this before in older videos. Social media can really blow something up in both a positive or a negative manner, and this is one of those situations where it could very well be incredibly negative. So let me get into the situation, and I'm going to use fake names for this just to kind of so you can keep up with everyone. There is a guy, we're just going to call him Dad, all right, and Dad found out that his daughter, who I'm just going to call Sarah, right? Sarah, he finds out Sarah has been receiving messages from a 41-year-old man who we're just going to call Bob. And Bob has been sending messages back and forth to Sarah for a while through Facebook, and they're incredibly inappropriate, they're lewd, they're sexually explicit, they're propositions. He's basically saying he wants to meet up with this girl, and Sarah is 16 years old. He's saying he wants to meet up with her and, you know, do bad things to her, basically, you know, sexual things. Well, Dad gets in touch with, you know, or finds out that this is going on through his daughter. His daughter complains, you know, Dad, this guy is doing this to me. I want him to stop. It's gross. It's creeping me out, blah, blah, blah. And good for her for actually doing that. Good for this father for taking a stand as well, because he tries to get it taken care of. He tries to get the law involved. Well, unfortunately, the legal age of consent where this has happened is 16 years old, and the police don't want to intervene. Plus, it's also more difficult with the internet being involved for things to kind of fall in place as they want. Alright, so what really happens here, okay, that really pissed me off, this is where things piss me off. The dad decides to basically take the law into his own hands. He impersonates his daughter. He gets onto his daughter's Facebook. She lets him get on. And he talks back and forth with Dad, all How to Catch a Predator style. Talks back and forth with Creepy Bob, Dad does, as his daughter Sarah, and tries to get this gentleman, alright, I use that term loosely because I don't know the guy, he tries to get this guy to meet up with his supposed daughter Sarah at some gas station locally. Well, Creepy Bob decides that that's a good idea. Let's go meet this 16-year-old girl Sarah, and we're going to have the relations. That's what he thinks. Now, 41-year-old Bob is married and has children of his own. And long story short, it's not Sarah who goes to the gas station, it's Dad. Dad goes to the gas station and meets said creepy pedophile, or alleged creepy pedophile. And he starts some shit with the guy, and the guy ends up running away. Right? He leaves. Creepy Bob leaves. As, you know, what's smart he should have. So here's the thing. Since the law wouldn't do anything, Dad decides to take all of this information that he has found out about this guy and post it to Facebook, since the law can't do anything. The police cannot do anything. And there's no, oh, don't tell me this and that. They can't do anything. They have told the man flat out they cannot do anything. So what he does is he takes all of this guy's personal information and pictures of him and places them on Facebook and begins sharing them. So this alleged pedophile has now been publicly ousted. I'm not saying this is the wrong thing to do. I don't know whether or not this guy did it. What I'm saying is this. There is no evidence to support the fact that this guy did any of these things. There are no screenshots of the messages. There's no proof at all saying that this guy did it. But in 24 hours after that post was first put up, the man quit his job, ran away from his home, his wife is leaving him, and his life is ruined in this very small town that he lives in. 24 hours. And this is local, not worldwide, just a local post. So what do you think? Do you think that this father did something irresponsible? Because I think that without any evidence to support the claim, this guy could just be making this shit up. Now, I think it's pretty elaborate, and I don't think that he would do that, but I'm saying that, like, it could be a very elaborate hoax. If that's the case, this man's life is completely ruined now. Because one man decided to make a post that allegedly criminalizes this man as a pedophile, and we have no proof of it. No proof that he is or was at all. Just the say-so of this man who made the post. That's it. That bothers me because so many people immediately started sharing it and saying, well, fuck this, I would have killed that motherfucker. So why don't you share down in the comments below what you think, because I feel like this is incredibly irresponsible and using social media in the wrong ways. I appreciate you guys listening. I know this is kind of serious, but it's been Azazel. Take it easy.